Hello beautiful people, so welcome back to Sleeping Bug Studios. Right, before we get started, I'm a little bit all over the place. I always am. ADHD is real and editing is not my strong suit. So if you watched my last video, you know that I did the unboxing of the Keen clay kit. Amazing, beautiful, love it. So it's been a long time since I did any form of pottery, and I've done a whole heap of research, but it's still not the same as doing a class. I can't get to classes, so here we are trying to learn myself, so I thought I'd take you on this journey with me. In the last video I put down the link for the Keen clay kit, and if you want to get one yourself you can head over there. That's what I'll be using for now. So they give you a little bag to keep it in. I thought it was just for the stencils, but then on some more research. So today what we're going to do is I want to talk a bit about wedging. I remember doing it in high school vaguely, but not enough, and then I looked into it and I'm like, oh, fuck, that doesn't sound hard. Hard. No, it's a challenge. Hard was a word. So I got the clay out last night and I tried it on a few different surfaces. So I don't have a technical wedging board. I have looked up what they are and I do not have one, but I'm going to be making one. But I will probably leave that for another video. But for the meantime, because I'm an impatient person, I want to give this a go, right? Okay, so the surfaces I tried yesterday was my desk, which is just like a laminate fake looking wood thing, and my clay either was too wet and was slipping all over the joint, or sticking to it like you wouldn't believe. I was adding little bits of water, but obviously not enough and then too much, and the clay was cracking and all sorts of weird stuff was happening. It was getting a little frustrating, but I gave it a go for a couple of hours. But then I stopped. The other surface I tried on was this, because I was going to take any more water out, and that's the stainless steel board. And I guess it could work for many people, but technically they say the wedging boards should be made out of, they can be made out of wood or wood covered with 100% raw canvas. There goes a fly. Australia. I'm sure the whole world has flies, but we're coming into spring and I mean it's getting really warm here and wow. Wood, as I said, with 100% raw canvas stretched over the top, or just wood. I might have already said that. Possibly. What was next? What did I say? Wood. Oh, plaster. Some people use drywall, things like that. I'm not really keen on using drywall myself because I figure over a period of time breathing that stuff in can't be good for you. But anyway, that's my mind wandering away on me. So I'm going to do the wood, so a bit of wood covered with 100% raw canvas, but again that's another video. So for today I'm just going to use a wooden chopping board and see if the situation changes. I'm hoping it does. I'll be back. So I want to talk a little bit about why we want to wedge before we start. So I'm learning, and this is why I'm making this, because I'm sharing my learning journey, and apparently my 100 flies that are in here, it's like an unwanted pet. Do you have unwanted pets? Anyway, moving on. Okay, so yeah, while I'm learning, I wanted to share it also, and then, you know, hopefully it helps others, because, you know, I watch pottery videos. I'm well informed that this is going to be an amazing experience, but very challenging at the same time. So why not document it? So why it's important to wedge is, even if it's fresh out of the bag, some potters do say, I've heard that if it's got a good consistency, it's fresh out of the bag, it's nice and moist, you don't have to. Even with wheel building, wheel work, magic, wheel work. But I'll go into that in a little bit. And a lot also say that if you're hand building, you don't have to either. But one of the most important things with wedging is it makes sure that it doesn't have air bubbles, because if it's got air bubbles, it goes into the kiln, and if it only breaks a little bit, that's good, but also it can turn disastrous for you, potentially your work and somebody else's. So good consistency. If you're doing reclaimed clay, it makes sure it gets out any hard bits. You can remove all them, so you can remove the air bubbles. You can also work in your pigments if you want to colour your clay and stuff like that, which is something I'm looking really forward into doing because it looks so satisfying. Not only that, it's a little bit of a workout, isn't it? So it's going to keep you fit. And you know, even though I'm only hand building at the moment, it's definitely a skill that I want to learn because I'm going to be doing wheel work. Okay, so the types of wedging that we've got, and yes, I'm reading something off the screen, don't judge me, I've got to control my little brain somehow. Types of wedging, you got the ram's head. I'll give you a quick little rundown, a little bits that I know about that, but obviously I'm still trying to learn this. So the ram's head is basically you have your hands, you don't dig your fingers in. I can show you a little bit more later, but you can Google it. And you're just sort of rolling it down. You're not folding it down on top of itself because that's going to catch air. You're not digging your fingers in. You're sort of pushing down, but not with your hands, more with your shoulders. So pushing down and in at the same time to fold it on itself. So you'll sort of end up with like a ram's head, like you can see like two little eyes, the horns coming out and the mouth coming out. And you can see the amount of times you've wedged by the bottom. Okay, so you got the ram's head. Then you got apparently, which is a harder technique to get, and I couldn't even quite grasp the ram's head last night, but everything takes practice. Spiral wedging. That's a lot quicker, I believe, but is a lot more technical, and it's basically doing the same thing but moving your hands and more on the side. But you're going to have to look that up, don't quote me on that one. And another one that I learned last night. Now, technically, it is called wire wedging. I was like, okay, but that isn't what I heard last night. What I heard last night, what I seen last night, someone called it the cut and slap. And I was like, and it's actually, from what I've worked out, it's the easiest form of wedging, and it's going to be the one that I'm going to do today because I'm impatient and I need to have a little bit of success at doing this. This is the way I work with everything before I can go jumping off and doing something even harder. It's like I get a little bit of success, I'm like, yes, awesome, winning, woo! Now I can try something harder. With my brain, if I just continuously try something that I'm going to continuously fail at, my brain eventually just goes, no, put that on the shelf. We're probably never going to do it again, and we're going to forget we ever tried. Okay, now did I cover everything? Oh, the wheel. Okay, so there's another form of wedging also, and that's more when you're on the wheel. I see a lot of potters do it that work the wheels. I'm yet to do. Oh, it makes my heart sing. I can't wait to try, but I'm going to do the hand building first. Also because I don't have a wheel and I can't go to classes yet. But anyway, and that's basically where you center your clay, slap it down, center it. It's another story altogether. And then you bring it up, and then you sort of have your guide hand pulling forward, the top hand pulling away from you and slightly, and you're going down, and you do that a few times. And I seen a lady last night and she was wedging like that without doing it any other way, and she even mixed in pigment. Now inside my head something says that could be disastrous on some little level, but it works for her. I don't know if it's a technical way or what's going on, but it works for her. So we're going to do the slap and cut today, kiddies. Doesn't that sound exciting? You have to throw shit down. Yes. Right, let's go get some stuff and I'll be back. Alright, I'm going to put you all down here so hopefully you can see. And I've got to get a move on. We're waffling on. We're already at like 10 minutes and 49 seconds or something like that. Anyway, alright. So, we're using a board today. Let's see if this works. Okay, this is what we're going to need. A wire. Now, a lot of other potters that I've seen online, and sorry, I have turned the fan on, so the microphone's probably picking that up, but a lot of the potters I see online, their wedging table has a bit of wire connected. You can't even see the wire. But vertically, so the wedging table's this way, like this, and the wire's connected this way, so this looks satisfying too. So they can just get their clay and go whack, 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 and cut it down. But this is what we've got. This is what we got. And we're happy with that. It's better than nothing. Alright, then we're going to take the clay. You're going to need your clay well covered so it doesn't dry out. I'm pretty sure the fan's going to help with the drying out of that. Right, and this is what we're going to try and wedge. And obviously, try and wedge. Well, that's what I'm, trying. And obviously, a bowl of fresh water and this. And I also have all my tools in case I get going. Okay? In case I get going. So, what am I doing? Hang on. Alright, I also have an old towel that's going to be now my pottery towel in case I need it. Now, because these were two pieces that are slapped together, I'm sure a teacher would probably tell me to do it differently, but this is how we're going to go. So we're going to take our wire, and we're obviously only going to slap little bits. I usually cut bigger ones. Just go like that, and away we go. And it's already sticking to the damn board. See, my technique, learning, Jess, learning. Okay, now we've got our bits, so just slap that down there. Okay, now probably because they come apart, we could probably just do this, because they are just two bits. So we're trying to make sure there's no air bubbles, and we've got an even consistency, since I really did muck around with this last night for a while. So slap it down. Okay, I'm going to get all this done and come back. This is again. Now, what I did before, I think, is I just did it too hard. So go again. Look at the camera moving. More. And I will admit, compared to last night, the consistency is a hell of a lot better. So, you know, I knew this was good clay. I knew it wasn't the clay. I knew it was my technique. And all the little bits that I'd learned, I'm like, you're doing something wrong here, Jess. Because you bought really good quality stuff. And it's still looking a mess. So I'm excited to know that it was just me. It's good to know. Alright, there we go again. Now, I'm not sure advanced potters will be watching me, but if you're there, or even intermediate ones, and you've got anything you want to add, feel free to go ahead and do that. So that's basically the cut and slap. You just keep going and going and going and going until you get a nice smooth consistency. I'll go and do that and I'll be back. I mean, at least the flies go away, but that would have been too loud. I love this microphone. Alright, moving on. I'm diverting. I probably just yelled in your ears. So now you can see we've got a really, really, really nice consistency. There's no, like, there's lines in there. I probably could have kept going a bit, but we don't want to flatten it. That'd probably be great, again, if you're an advanced or intermediate potter, or even not as much as of a green potter as I am. Let me know. I like the greenware before it goes to bisque. Oh! Alright, Jessica, brain. Concentrate. How am I a parent? Okay, so we've got really good consistency, okay? So as far as I know, on a wheel that would be really good. And hand pottery, I think it would be fine too. We'll see how we go. So that's what we're going to do. Now, slapped it too much. So what you're going to do is you just got to cut it. So confirm. Right, Jess, that's enough. And then up. Up we go. And then, again, that's off. Probably didn't matter. And then drop it. Try and keep it square. A couple of times. That's what they were telling me. It's what I was just watching. You watch. I'm going to look back at these videos one day and go, oh my god. Anyway, it's all part of the fun. It's all part of the fun. And then go again, okay? So, see? Consistency is beautiful. Lovely. It looks good to me from the little bits that I know. I feel like I've had a win. I felt a little bit defeated in the last couple of videos, and now I feel like I've got a win. And as I was saying earlier, that's what I need. I need a win so my brain will keep going. This is fucking awesome. I swore. Oh, that ruins our video. Stretching and balance is always good. Balance. Alright, what am I doing? Also do the video. Wow. Alright, party people, that concludes coming with me and learning how to wedge with me. And while I'm not perfect at it, not even really good at it, I got a bit of a result. I'm happy with that. I hope you guys watching me and all my epic fails and me on my journey helps you guys along the way. And thank you for sticking out this far with my brain that likes to wander all over the shop. And I'm pretty sure there's plenty of you out there that know what it's like. Love and peace. Keep creating. Talk to you soon. Bye. Got the freedom, yeah. It's like two different songs. Oh, I don't know how I live with myself. Hey, Magic. Magic. Hello, puppy. What's up, baby? Come on, man. You're sleeping. You could be keeping me on track. Come and say hello. Oh, you're the laziest kelpie. I love you, though, baby. Come on. Come on. I'm supposed to be recording.